Okay, I'm going to check for fuel pressure. Well, as soon as I know I don't have any fuel leaks. Okay, fuel's coming up in the bowls. Alright. Now there's a chance I have this 180 degrees off, like the distributor. So we'll see. What? Oh, that's new. There we go. Right. Okay. Well, we're in neutral. You ready? I'm ready. Here goes. Okay, I got to put some juice on the battery and probably turn my distributor 180 degrees. Okay, so the easiest way for me to tell if I am at top dead center on my distributor and on my compression stroke, just pull a plug and then crank the engine over. Okay. I'll have to bring the charger up in a little bit. Okay, battery's still on. Keys are in the trunk lid. Alright, can I get you to just bump the starter for me?
Huh?
Can I get you to bump the starter for me? So you just turn the key on, and you just give it like just a tweak. Yep. Just reach in. Again. Okay, that's good. Yes, I got number one spark plug out, and I am looking for top dead center. Now I just need to find my ratchet. That'll be close, and yes, we are way off. Way off. Alright, so I'm 180 degrees out. I want to be somewhere around here. Right around there. Distributor is now turned 180 degrees. I think I left it loose enough. Just there. Everything's hooked up. Add a little more water. Spark plug. Spark plug socket though was on the ground. Yeah. Making sure it was in neutral. Sounds okay. Hey! Not bad, not bad. Let's give it a little tiny bit of idle speed.
Why is it stinky?
Nothing's been ran. There's oil on there. There's all kinds of smells that are going to come through. A little thirsty, I see. Timing might be out of touch. Alright guys, so it's a few days later. Road tested the car to work. My MSD ignition died, the 6AL. Mind you, that 6AL was 18 years old or more. I guess it's allowed to die at that point. I've gotten my use out of it. But managed to jumper in a street fire ignition box that I had so I could drive it home from where it died on my way to work that morning. I got the street fire ignition box wired in. Everything's running good, pretty happy. 65 psi of oil pressure, cold. Had about 35, maybe 40 warm at low idle, about 750 RPM, pretty happy. And apparently that engine didn't like me, or the car didn't like the engine, because it's knocking. Spun a rod bearing. Can't make this up, man. As you know, that was a used engine. It had decent crosshatch in the cylinders. The crank didn't look bad, but the rod bearings did have a little wiping to them. So I replaced the rod bearings and sealed everything up, put it in the car, tuned it, adjusted I changed the power valves in the carb, and it was actually pretty happy. Definitely not as snorty as my stroker was, but overall it was a fun little beast to run with a cast iron intake, and you know. But I took Nat for a drive, feeling pretty good, beautiful sunset happening, and we got running down the highway, stopped at a stop sign, turned onto the secondary highway, and I let it rip. First gear, 5,000 RPM, second gear, 5,000 RPM, third gear, 4,900, 5,000 RPM. Oil pressure stayed right up, and by the time I got through fifth gear, I held onto it for about 30 seconds, around 4 grand, like I'd already slowed down in fifth, and just kind of climbing miles. And that's when I started to hear an annoying little rattle. Slowed down, slowed down, slowed down, and yeah, down around 2,800 RPM, I confirmed I had a knocking rod on the crankshaft. So that's the big epic journey of the my beast of a 67 Dodge Dart, probably for this year. I've got to reevaluate some money towards this car so I can build a proper engine for it again, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to go with this time. I know it doesn't like stock engines. It ate that one up in about 30 minutes or less, and I haven't done an autopsy on the engine. I'm not really interested in it. I know the noise. I know what it means. Crankshaft, connecting rod, at least one, probably two, and a whole pile of metal through the whole engine. So oil pump be screwed. That's where it's going to sit. Right now it still runs. I will eventually have to park it up in the backyard and cover the car. It's a little early in the season. I mean, if another engine drops in my lap, sure, but right now I'm pretty much fresh out of small block Dodges. So I'm going to let it sit at that for now, and I thank you guys for watching the videos on getting this engine running. I was really excited about the car. I'm a little bit down about it, but overall, it's not my first time, and it won't be my last. This will, I'll be straight up and honest. Over the last 20 years of owning this car, 18 on the road, give or take, like I don't know, a couple years here and there. Um, this is engine number 10. Now, this was, like I said, I didn't build this, and there's a couple that I'd put in this car that I didn't build. I was surprised that my stroker let go. I suspect I know why, but I have a little more autopsy to do so I can prevent that from happening. But she's going to rest again. And that's kind of where we're going to leave it. Sadly, no burnout videos, no sideways down dirt roads, none of the fun things that make owning these cars a pleasure. Um, but yeah, rest assured, the old girl will be back, and we'll have something else in her soon enough. Just going to take a little bit of time to collect what we need to make it happen properly. Thank you all very much for checking it out, and let's keep on rolling. See you on the next one.